Hey Ralph, this is Natalie. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day, first of all, to just be kind. It was super pleasant to just have a little chat with you. Anyways, my intentions for this video just to give you a little bit of insight what's going on with your website and some things that you could do to help improve it. I'm going to talk to you about content citations and backlinks, most important things when it comes to ranking a site. So the first thing is content. And as you know, Google's not a human. So what happens when people go onto Google and they're searching for painting services in the Phoenix area? They're going to go onto Google and they're going to search for something like painters Phoenix or house painters Phoenix. And Google is going to start crawling the web. They're going to look for who has those keywords embedded within their content. They're going to look for who has the most content that is authoritative, that who is giving the most information, who has the most expertise, who is educating the clients about their products and services. Hey, and so they're going to pull up the site that has the most information, the one who they think is the most authoritative in that industry, in that area. So that's why content is really important to have. And what they like to see is about 1,500 to 2,000 words of content on your homepage. So I've pulled up your website here. And it looks nice. I love the we take the pain out of painting. I'm not going to lie, painting is a pain for me. So I really appreciate people who enjoy doing what you do. But you can see, as you know, that there is just not a lot of content on here. I love that you guys have, credibility, you're licensed, insured, bonded, you have an A+ from the BBB. These are all really great things to showcase right here on your website. So adding more content would be super beneficial for you. All right, I have pulled up. Oh, also something that I wanted to mention, and I'll show you a little bit more like what expanding this would look like. But you do so much more than painting. You do epoxy flooring, which is huge. That's like a whole nother level. And wood flooring. You also do removal of like the popcorn ceiling stuff, which is it just like brings me back. My parents had a popcorn ceiling throughout their whole house growing up. That was like gnarly to get rid of. Okay. Next, I've pulled up your competitors here. Arizona Painting Company. This is what their website looks like. You can see that they have a lot more content on here. They've got visuals, videos. They also have accreditations. They have locations. Their commercial and residential services are on separate pages. So you can see that they have a lot more content on here. And they have internal links that go to their separate service pages, as well as testimonials from their clients. That's super helpful. Okay, this next thing, this is a little tool that I use. It's called Ahrefs, and essentially what it does is it gives me behind the scenes details that Google is looking at when it comes to ranking a site. So here is your site here. You are ranking for 4 keywords, and it's giving you a traffic of about 33 customers to your site every month. Okay, we come over here, and this is Arizona Painting Company. They're ranking for 615 keywords, and it's getting them a traffic of 3,300 visitors to their site every month. Don't be intimidated by that either. We can go in here and look at what some of their keywords are. Like I was talking about, the keywords kind of need to be linked with a specific location. Otherwise, they're on a national level. So, for example, painting company, 31,000 people are looking for that a month. That's not location specific, that's nationwide. So, that's not really going to help them a lot. But then we get down here and we get painting services Phoenix. 150 people are searching for that a month. Painter Phoenix, another 150. Arizona house painters, another 150. Phoenix painting contractors, 90. Painting Phoenix AZ, 80, Painters in Phoenix, Arizona, another 150. So you can see how this volume really starts to add. So these are some of the more like buyer intent keywords. So what happens when we go and look at one of those keywords, high intent, high volume keywords on Google? This is what pops up first. You get Google ads, and they can work, but they can also just be a money pit if your foundation for your website isn't dialed in. So unless your website is converting, you really don't want to spend a lot of money on Google ads. The next we have here is the Google Map Pack. And I'm sure you've seen this a million times when you're looking for a local restaurant or activities. So these are like local businesses when people are searching for, a service in that specific area. And you guys are actually not bad on here. I think you guys are number 4 or 5. And one of these top 3 spots is where you really want to be. And I don't think it would take a lot for you to get there, because you guys have pulled up your Google business profile here. You guys have a lot of really great reviews. You have a great reputation, and just by talking to you on the phone for a second, I can see why, people really want to work with somebody who is kind and respectful, especially when they're going to be in, a private space, their living space, and potentially for, a couple days or so. You really want somebody, who you want to invite into that space. So I can see why you guys have a great reputation. One of the things that really drives your Google business profile is citations. So citations are your business name, address, phone number that are listed on different directories throughout the web. Okay, there's places like Yelp, Better Business Bureau, Bing, social media profiles count as well. So the more citations you have, the more Google sees you as a trustworthy, authoritative business in your industry. So getting some more citations would really help you to get to one of those top 3 spots. Also keeping, you can put your services on here as well. That would help you. And then keeping your Google business profile updated periodically through like a blog would really help. Okay, so now the next thing, last thing I want to talk to you about is backlinks. So when we scroll down past the Google Map Pack, we get the organic section. And you can see that you guys are not in one of these top spots here. And this is where you really want to be, right? Especially for a painting company. A lot of times, most times, this is not an emergency service. People are going to do their homework. They're going to look for who has the best reputation, who has the best reviews, whose website looks credible, right? So to get authority, you need backlinks. So backlinks are when one website links to another website online. So for example, if site A links to site B, and site A is giving site B relevancy or some of its like link juice. And in Google's eyes, this is passing authority and it's giving you guys credibility. So for example, this could be like a Better Homes website goes on and they write about you guys in a blog or give you guys a shout out and it links back to your website. That's passing power to you guys. So when we come in here, we can look at your guys' backlinks. You guys have 81 backlinks that are coming in, pushing power to you. Not bad, but not dominant. When we come over here and look at your competitors, Arizona Painting Company, they have 2,100 backlinks that are coming from strong, relevant domains that are pushing power to their website. Okay, and then the next thing that I pulled up, so just so you have a little bit of an idea, these are the leading guys in epoxy flooring in the Phoenix area. Sorry, a little bit of like, okay, this is what they've got going on. Hey, they've got a really nice, clean-looking website, all for epoxy flooring, and this is what an overview of their website looks like. They're ranking for 37 keywords. That's getting them a traffic of almost 300 visitors to their site a month. So some for epoxy flooring, epoxy flooring Phoenix, 310 people are searching for that a month. Epoxy flooring Phoenix, Arizona, another 150. Phoenix epoxy flooring, 100. So yeah, ramping up your epoxy flooring game would really help you as well. All right, Ralph, this is what I have for you. I hope you found it informative. If you have any questions, if you want to just chat further, please reach out to me. You have my contact information. And I look forward to just talking with you. Some feedback would be super helpful. Have a great day. Talk with you soon. Thanks.